All right, so we're diving into politics lecturer interviews today.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, and we've got a ton of great RoleCatcher resources,
Hmm.
career guides, interview guides, and we've even got some AI insights that can,
Really cool stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to equip you with the knowledge and the strategies to totally ace this interview. So
Oh.
first things first,
Yeah, what as a politics lecturer?
right? Like, what do they do?
Yeah, it's more than, just lecturing. Think about research,
Right.
publishing, mentoring students.
So it's a pretty dynamic role,
Absolutely. Lots of different aspects.
definitely. And, okay, so what about the work environment?
Oh, yeah, you could be at a university,
Okay,
think tank, government agencies. There's a lot of
there's
possibilities.
really a lot of options there.
Yeah.
But, okay, so before you're envisioning yourself
Yeah.
leading those seminars,
Hmm.
let's talk about how to get the job.
Okay, how to actually get hired.
Right. So we're going to tackle some common interview questions.
Love it.
And RoleCatcher has this whole database of interview questions.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a great resource.
But let's focus on a few that really kind of get to the heart of what they're looking for.
Okay, sounds good.
So question number one,
All right, hit me.
what inspired you to pursue politics?
Ooh, okay.
And how does your background prepare you for this role specifically?
This is a classic.
Yeah, and it's not just about, like, I love Machiavelli.
Right, exactly. It's got to be deeper than that.
Yeah.
It's about connecting your passion to actual skills.
Okay.
Think about your teaching experience,
Okay.
any research projects you've done, even like student government.
Oh, yeah.
That can all be really relevant.
Okay.
What's so interesting about this question is they want to see your journey.
Okay.
Like, how did you get from point A to wanting to be a politics lecturer?
Right. Like, tell me the story.
Exactly.
Right.
And think about what unique experiences you can bring
Okay.
that other candidates might not have.
Right. So those unique things about you.
Exactly.
All right. So now they hit you with a follow-up.
Okay, what's the follow-up?
Can you give me a specific example of how your research experience translates to teaching?
Okay, so how do you bridge academia and the classroom?
Right. And so that's where you really showcase that bridge.
Exactly.
So maybe your research involved analyzing public opinion polls,
Mm-hmm.
and you can talk about how you'd use that data to, create those engaging class discussions.
Perfect example.
Okay, so you've nailed the personal connection.
Right, we've shown them who we are.
Yes. Now they hit you with question two.
Yep. Okay, bring it on.
Imagine teaching political theory 101.
Oh, wow.
What texts would you use? How would you structure it?
Okay, so this is where you can show off your knowledge.
Yeah.
You want to mention those key thinkers, like you said, Hobbes, Locke.
Right.
But also go a little deeper.
Okay.
Maybe talk about a lesser-known work.
Okay.
Something that really shows your specific interests.
Okay.
Maybe something on feminist political theory or post-colonial thought.
Okay.
Just something unique.
Yeah, show them that you're not just,
Not just regurgitating the classics. Right, you have your own unique perspective.
and don't just like name drop,
Oh, no.
actually talk about them a little
Yeah,
bit.
like unpack a core concept from each one.
Right.
Like Hobbes's social contract theory,
Right.
where individuals give up some freedoms for security and order.
Right. I love how you tie that back to Hobbes.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a conversation.
Yeah, it's not just a list of books.
Exactly.
So now think about how you would structure the course.
Mm-hmm.
What made your favorite classes so engaging?
Yeah.
Were they discussion-based? Did they incorporate current events?
Exactly.
Borrow those ideas?
Yeah, they want to see your teaching philosophy in action.
Okay.
Would you focus on classic texts or maybe weave in contemporary issues?
Right.
Would you have students debate, write policy papers, create multimedia projects?
So many options.
Lots of possibilities.
Okay, next question.
All right.
It's 2024. Politics is everywhere. How do you bring that into the classroom
Oh, this is a good one.
and encourage engagement outside of it? Okay, so this is where you show you can make politics relevant and exciting.
Right.
Think about using current events as case studies.
Okay.
Maybe have students analyze election campaigns
Okay.
or debate policy proposals based on what's happening in the world.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
You could even have them volunteer with local political organizations
absolutely.
or attend town hall meetings.
Great idea.
But remember,
Yeah,
not everyone shares the same political views.
that's true.
So how do you create a space where those diverse opinions are respected and explored even when they clash?
That's so important.
It is. And so you could talk about establishing ground rules for discussion,
Yeah.
emphasizing respectful listening,
Uh-huh.
even when you disagree.
Right.
Maybe you use a talking stick
Oh, that's a good idea.
to ensure everyone gets a chance to be heard.
Love that idea.
Okay, so they hit you with a follow-up.
Uh-oh.
How would you handle a situation where a student expresses a viewpoint
Yeah.
that's offensive or discriminatory?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oof, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
But it's about demonstrating your ability to navigate difficult conversations
Right.
and create that learning environment that's inclusive
Yeah.
and safe for everyone.
Absolutely.
So you've shown them you can handle those tricky classroom dynamics.
Right. We've got the skills. Now, let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay, where are we
Up
going?
to your area of expertise.
Hmm.
So
All
they might ask you something like
Okay.
comparative politics, your course, your focus, what countries or regions and why.
This is where your passion shines through.
Exactly.
So let's say you're fascinated by Latin American democracies.
Okay.
Don't just name the region. Tell them WHY. It's so compelling.
Give them the details.
Is it the rise of populism, the struggle for economic equality, the impact of colonialism?
All great points.
And remember, it's about comparison.
Yes.
So maybe you contrast Latin American democracies with those in Europe or Asia.
Right. What makes them different?
What unique insights emerge from those comparisons?
Exactly.
Okay, so you're painting a picture of this intellectual landscape.
Yeah.
You want to explore with your students. It's not just a travelogue.
Right.
It's a deep dive
Absolutely.
into these complex political systems.
They want to see your depth.
Okay, let's get practical.
Okay. Love it.
Question 5, fair grading. Everyone wants it.
Huh?
What's your approach, and how do you keep it objective?
So they want to see that you're not just a grade dispenser.
Right.
You're invested in student growth.
Okay.
So do you use diverse assessment methods?
Okay, like what?
Exams, essays, presentations, maybe even simulations or debates.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, get creative.
And how do you provide feedback
Mm-hmm.
that helps students learn and improve, not just get a number on a paper?
Right, exactly.
Maybe you have individual conferences to discuss their work,
Mm-hmm.
or you offer detailed written comments on their assignments.
Those are all great ways to give feedback.
Okay, so be prepared for a follow-up.
Okay, what do they ask?
How do you handle grade disputes?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What steps do you take to ensure fairness and transparency?
Right, because it's going to happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
And this shows that you've thought about the challenges of grading,
Mm-hmm.
and you're prepared to address them professionally.
Like a pro?
Maybe you have a clear rubric
Okay.
that outlines the criteria for each assignment.
Yeah.
Or you offer students the opportunity to revise their work
Mm-hmm.
based on your feedback.
I like that.
Transparency is key.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's talk about inclusivity.
Okay, important topic.
Question 6. Diverse perspectives are key in politics.
Mm-hmm.
How do you bring those voices into your teaching
Yeah.
and the classroom environment?
This goes beyond just assigning diverse readings.
Right, so what else can you do?
Yeah, can you bring in guest speakers with different backgrounds,
Background.
different political affiliations, lived experiences?
Ooh, yeah.
It's about actively seeking out those voices
Okay.
and creating a space where they feel valued and heard.
It's not enough to just
Yeah, you got to be proactive.
you have to do the work.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe you organize film screenings followed by discussions,
Oh, I like that.
or partner with community organizations
Okay.
to bring in speakers who can share their perspective.
And on local political issues,
Exactly.
it's about showing students that politics isn't just an abstract concept.
Right.
It affects real people's lives.
It's real world.
And speaking of making it real,
Okay.
question 7, not every student is a poli-sci fanatic.
True, some people are just not that into it.
How do you engage those who are less interested
Mm-hmm.
or from different backgrounds?
Here's where your creativity comes in.
Okay, give me some ideas.
Can you connect political theory to pop culture, current events, personal experiences?
Yeah, like make it relatable.
Exactly.
Maybe you use a song or a movie clip to illustrate a point,
Mm-hmm.
or have students analyze a political meme.
That's a good one. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Yeah. So use them to your advantage.
It's about meeting students where they are and showing them how politics is relevant to their lives, even if they don't realize it yet.
And remember, a good story can make even the most complex concept relatable.
So true.
So use storytelling to your advantage.
Now remember, RoleCatcher can help you fine-tune your answers
Oh, yeah.
to these questions.
It's a great resource.
Its AI analyzes the job description
Uh-huh.
and helps you tailor your responses
Okay.
and highlight the skills they're looking for.
It's like having a personal editor
Yes.
for your interview.
It can even provide feedback on your delivery, suggesting ways to sound more confident and engaging.
That's amazing.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here,
We have.
but there's more to an interview than just answering questions perfectly.
Right. It's about the whole package.
So let's shift gears and talk about some broader strategies
Okay.
for making a great impression.
All right, let's do it.
So you want to project confidence and professionalism, but you also don't want to, be inauthentic.
Right. You still got to be yourself.
Yeah, think about the culture of the institution. Is it a suit and tie kind of place?
Yeah.
Or are things more relaxed?
It's always a good idea to err on the side of being slightly overdressed.
Okay.
But you also don't want to feel uncomfortable
Right.
or out of place.
Yeah.
And remember, it's not just about your clothes.
Yeah.
It's your overall demeanor,
Right.
your posture, your eye contact, your handshake.
All those little things.
It all matter.
Yeah, those nonverbal cues, they speak volumes
Absolutely.
about your confidence and your enthusiasm.
It's all about that first impression.
And speaking of enthusiasm, let's talk about a crucial ingredient for acing any interview.
Okay, what's that?
Passion.
Oh, yes.
They want to see that you're genuinely excited about the opportunity to teach, your mentor,
Yeah.
to contribute to the field of political science.
Absolutely. They want someone who's passionate.
So let that passion shine through in your answers, in your questions, in your overall energy.
Exactly. Bring that energy.
And remember, an interview is not an interrogation.
Yeah.
It's a conversation.
It's a chance to connect
Yes.
with people who share your interests.
Yeah.
To learn from their experiences, to showcase your unique perspective.
So relax, be yourself,
Yeah.
and let your passion for politics and teaching guide you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
let's touch on one final point.
All right.
Using RoleCatcher's AI to your advantage.
Yes, this is a game changer.
It is.
Remember, RoleCatcher can analyze the specific job description and help you tailor your answers
Okay.
to highlight the skills they're looking for.
Like it's reading their minds.
Almost. It's pretty amazing.
Can even analyze your practice responses
Wow.
and offer feedback on your delivery and content.
It's like having a personal interview coach
Yes.
right there on your computer or phone.
And speaking of RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
remember it also has a fantastic CV and resume builder
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot.
that can help you tailor your application
Okay.
to the specific job you're applying for.
So you're not just sending out a generic resume.
No.
You're really targeting it
You are.
to that specific role.
Okay, so what does this all mean?
Yeah. What's the takeaway?
You've got the knowledge, you've got the strategies, you've even got some AI power-ups to help you along the way.
We've given you all the tools.
You are ready to crush this politics lecture interview.
Go get them.
But before we sign off,
Yes.
one final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Teaching politics, it's about more than just the facts.
Right.
It's about inspiring critical thinking, civil discourse, and maybe even a new generation of engaged citizens.
That's a great point.
So go out there and make a difference.
Make the world a better place.